inking and loads of different things. I designed the brand myself to make sure that every product that comes out to you is the best quality, has an individual design and also is versatile. I like everything to match, so if you've got a product from the very beginning of the John Next Door brand, it will match with something that you buy right up to the minute. Everything working together, which makes things more versatile and easier for everyone. I really hope you can join me on Hochanda and continue your crafting journey with me, and we can see all the new ideas, tips and techniques that we can do together. So don't miss the John Next Door and Craft 2 shows on Hochanda.
Flexi Order has arrived at Hochanda. What is Flexi Order? When you place an item on FlexiBuy in your basket, you qualify for Flexi Order, which means any other items you add to your basket will also be included in your FlexiBuy payments, so you can spread the cost over multiple monthly payments. After your first payment is made, your entire order will be dispatched. When you add at least £60 worth of any items to your shopping basket, either online or on the phone, you'll qualify for our Flexi Order offer. This means you can spread the cost of your order over equal monthly FlexiBuy payments, offering you the extra flexibility when you shop with us. Flexi Order, making your shopping experience with Hochanda easier.
Hi, I'm Barbara Gray from Clarity Stamp here in the UK. Teamwork makes the dream work, and at Clarity we are designers and manufacturers of, dare I say, beautiful, top quality and award-winning craft products. We are home to the very first, the original transparent art stamp. We hand make them here in Kent, and our talented illustrators are always coming up with new original concepts and wonderful artwork. In addition, we design and manufacture top quality stencils and masks. In fact, we also make precision cut reusable masks for our stamps. Since January 2017, we are also the new owners of Pergamano International, bringing together a wonderful blend of old and new parchment art. We are so fortunate to be able to showcase our newest and best products here on Hochanda, and to be able to demonstrate our art ideas to you, our Hochanda friends. So if you would like to learn more about Clarity stamping, stencil work, parchment art, both groovy and traditional, please join us, myself and the Clarity team here on Hochanda, for ideas and inspiration.
Hi everyone, I'm Phil Martin. I've been a paper crafter for well over 20 years now and a designer for just over 10 years. Sentimentally Yours is my multi-award winning brand of clear stamps, rubber stamps. I've now also introduced lots of craft dyes in there, designer papers. I have my mediums where we've introduced the Flawless Media brand into the Sentimentally Yours family. So on our Hochanda shows we aim to inspire you, to be educational and to teach you how to get the most from the products that we're bringing to you. The Sentimentally Yours family has grown to include my good friend Julia Watts and our new designer Trudy Howard. Hopefully we're all going to bring something different to the show, so you're going to be enriched with lots of different ideas and inspiration. Be sure to join us for our Sentimentally Yours shows on Hochanda.
Hi, I'm Anna and I'm a founder of Craftbox UK. Craftbox is a box full of craft supplies that we send to our customers monthly. All products are placed in a beautiful, sturdy box which is ribbon tied, and we hope that by receiving this box you will feel like it's Christmas every month. Make sure you don't miss the Craftbox shows on Hochanda.
Hello and a very good Sunday morning to you. I hope you're up bright and breezy because we have got a fabulous hour for you now. I'm here with the lovely Anna and our beautiful Alice Caroline, Liberty Fabric. Hello, good morning.
Good morning. Really nice to see you.
And you. Now, we've not had the chance to work together before, but would you mind just introducing yourself and who are Alice Caroline and what's your association with Liberty, please?
So, Alice Caroline is a company that sells Liberty Fabric. We're Liberty Fabric specialists. We have over 700 fabrics in the studio. It's just a dream come true, really, to work around that. It's heaven. And I work for Alice Caroline and I do their marketing. So I was saying to Fee, I fanny around with the press releases, plus a lot more. You know, in this age of digital marketing, I do a lot of that. But I also happen to sew. So I am delighted to be here today to showcase the last 3 blocks of our Snowflakes quilt.
Fantastic. And I believe it started in July. We've had a second block in August, obviously. So this is our last block plus the finishing block. But I believe all of them are available on the website anyway. So you can start from scratch, can't we?
You can start from scratch, yeah. And it's actually a fantastic winter project, autumn and winter project. You can buy one block and then just, you know, sew that and then buy the next block. Or you can buy it as a bundle and you know, work over it over the winter. It's a lovely project.
Fantastic. Well, this is the said project right behind me here. How beautiful. So these are the next 3 blocks that we're adding to the collection. And I know Anna's going to talk more about that. So all those beautiful, beautiful snowflakes have their individuality. They're all listed there, as you can see. So, Anna, would you take me through? So we're going to start from this side because this is our block number 6. So sorry, 7, number 7, and let me just refresh my mind. This is Kiara.
All the blocks are named after the fabrics, actually,
okay.
Or one of the fabrics that's in the block. So Kiara is the central star within that block.
Oh, sorry, forgive me. I was looking at the. So is it? Oh, is it this pattern? Is it
at the top right-hand side?
Oh, this one.
No, top right.
This one.
Sorry, left on your screen. Will it
this
be?
One.
Yes, that one.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the Kiara's in the middle.
Lovely.
So Liberty, the people who design the fabrics name all the fabrics, and they're often after people's children's names or what inspired them from a particular garden, or they've got lovely stories actually.
Oh, fantastic. There's our lovely Kiara material there. Beautiful. So hence the star's name. I love that. So what are they getting in this block? So will they get everything to be able to make that then?
So they
Anna?
get so you get your pre-cut papers, which is a massive bonus. Your pre-cut papers are diamonds and triangles, and in that are there hexagons in that block? I can't quite see from here.
No, I've only got the diamonds and the triangles.
So some of the blocks have hexagons in as well.
Yeah.
But you get all your pre-cut papers that you need to make that. You get all your Liberty fabric to make the front. So the backing is called Loddon. It's a white-on-white fabric. I don't know if you can show that.
That is beautiful.
It's a William Morris design. Lots of people will recognise that as a sort of an age-old William Morris design that was then reworked by Liberty, the fabric design team, to come up with their own design. But that's an Alice Caroline exclusive. We had that done exclusively for us. And yes, so you get all of your fabric to make the front.
Beautiful, and full instructions there as well for us to be able to follow, full colour instructions for us to be able to follow step by step. So this is your Kiara Snowflake, block number 70687779, which takes us on lovely to our Betsy. So Betsy is, again, I'm learning this now, is our star in the middle.
No, it's not actually.
Oh, right,
it's the
see?
hexagons.
Fooled me, Anna.
It's the hexagons.
The hexagons.
Yeah.
Just when you thought you were safe. And this is a completely different snowflake design.
Yeah, so each of the snowflake, as in the case of a snowflake, each block is completely different.
Yeah.
That's why it's named, the snowflake quilt.
Beautiful. So there's our Betsy.
That's the Betsy, yeah. That's one of my favourite Liberty fabrics, actually. It's really stunning. It's a really famous one. It was designed in 1933, I think, so it goes back quite a long way.
Wow, my goodness. I didn't realise there was a history to the stars as well, and the materials. My word, beautiful. So let's have a look at Betsy. So again, you mentioned hexagons, because obviously we can see that in the star design. So we've got our templates there as well.
Yes. So you've got your pre-cut hexagons there.
Which that's such a huge boon to have that. That's
I used to cut out the. You used to have to cut out all the shapes, and that's a pain.
Oh,
so
it takes such a look.
It's brilliant to have your pre-cut papers.
So there's our Loddon, there's our beautiful Betsy. Oh, so 1933, wow. Our lovely, pretty pinks there. That's so fresh, isn't it? That's gorgeous. So you've got all the materials again, and you've got obviously your full colour instructions. 29.99 068779, and that is block 8. Right, okay, will she get it this time? Block number 9, and this is Capel. Right, okay. Ah, I so want to go for the middle one. Hey, I'm getting the thumbs up from Anna. Yes, this is Capel. Talk to me about this one.
Yeah, so again, Capel is actually
Capel.
pronounced.
Forgive me. No, I must get the right
There's
pronunciation.
no reason why you should know why it's Capel. But that's, again, another super famous Liberty print, and we've had it recoloured, and you'll see that in some of our exclusives in a minute.
Ooh.
We've had it recoloured in quite a lot of different colourways, and it's just so delicate. I think that's the thing with Liberty fabrics and the Tana lawn.
Yeah.
It almost feels quite silk-like. It's 100% cotton, but it feels like silk. And it's beautiful to sew with, really, really nice to sew with. And the finished product, the reason that they can get such intricate designs in their patterns is because, you know, it's such a high thread count that, you know, that's why you can get such detail at such close, you know, really fine points.
And that's the differentiation with the Tana lawn, isn't it?
And that's the differentiation between Liberty and the Tana lawn. It's exceptional quality, and it is quite difficult to find it elsewhere.
Beautiful. So the Capel there, and we've got all the elements there within the actual snowflake. Again, in block number 9, 29.99 068779. Obviously, all the paper piecing there as well, already pre-cut, so you're ready to go, and the full colour instructions. Now, you can find all of the blocks on the website as well, 1 to 9. So, you know, as Anna said, if you want to start that project today, you can fire ahead. Obviously, you know, if you've already been doing it with us since July and August, then we're ready for the next 3 blocks now. But you can start from scratch so that you don't feel like you're missing out. And I'm sure we all agree that is an absolutely stunning, stunning project to complete. Now, obviously, you couldn't have the project without the finishing kit. So would you mind just explaining to me, Anna, what do we get in the finishing kit? So and I'll point.
Yeah, so the finishing kit gives you the fabric to do the pretty stars. In, you know, which cover up the joins in the blocks. And so the way that this quilt is constructed is that each block is, and I'll go on to demonstrate this, each block is a finished block. So you have a quilt sandwich. You have the top piece, you have the wadding in the middle, and then you have the backing fabric. You quilt it, and then you put the pieces together. You'll then construct the block. So the finishing block gives you the fabric and the instructions, more importantly, to join the blocks together. And it also gives you the binding fabric for around the edge of the quilt, you know, so the pretty red fabric there.
So really, what would we need as extra then? We just need our backing fabric. So here's some lovely backing fabrics from
So to make the
range.
quilt, you need the wadding to go in the middle, and I'm sure you sell lots of that on Hochanda.
We do.
And I can explain what my preferred wadding is, and then you need the backing fabric. Now, you could just go plain. If you're going to use it as a wall hanging, you might not want to put fancy backing fabric on it. But Kathy, who's made this quilt, actually has picked out the fabrics from the front and has put them on the back so that you could have it could be reversible.
Either or. So we get our edging there, we get our material to be able to join, and obviously the material there to do the lovely stars as well, with all the instructions there as well in the finishing pack. 36.99 633 032. Let me just show you the complete quilt kit if you're like, wow, Fee and Anna, I have got to get stuck in straight away. So let's give you the complete quilt with all 9 blocks and the finishing kit as well. We can give that to you for £279.90, 236857. You're saving £27, and have we got that on FlexiBuy yet? We have. That's fantastic. So we can spread the cost, obviously, but you will get the entire kit, obviously, on that first payment. £93.30 will be the first payment, and then 2 more consecutive payments after that. I will say 20% of the complete collection, because everybody's thinking, oh my word, this is too gorgeous to be true. I want it all. You just need your backing, as Anna was saying, and your wadding. 3 FlexiBuy payments of £93.30. That first payment, like I said, you get everything, and then 2 more consecutive payments. So you can get stuck in straight away, which is fabulous, and have this ready for the autumn and winter months, because that is just too beautiful for words, quite frankly. Now, we've got an exclusive for you. Tell me about this next exclusive kit, please, Anna.
So we've got 2 colourways of this kit, and it's called the Caroline Clutch Bag. I love this bag. I think this is one of my favourite projects that I've ever made. And the exclusivity is in the fabric. So the fabrics that make the top part, the patchwork top part, are all exclusive to Alice Caroline. So what we do is we work with the Liberty design team and we recolour some of the well-known prints, some of the most popular prints. You'll see some Betsy's in there. See if can you pick out the Betsy?
Is that our Betsy?
Yep. And if you can see that there's a little butterfly on the Betsy, so we've added that. That didn't exist on Betsy, so we've added that butterfly and worked with the Liberty design team to create a collection that I'm sure you'll agree just looks beautiful together.
Oh, absolutely stunning.
Yeah.
I love these bits of information you give me, Anna, about the uniqueness.
I know, it's so exciting working with Liberty. And then when the collection comes through, you're like, oh my word, it's amazing. Gosh. So, so it's great to be able to showcase it on Hochanda.
And we're getting everything we need to complete the clutch there.
You get absolutely everything.
You're getting the wadding, you're getting the zip, you're getting the lining that I just showed you. We're getting the actual,
the D-ring and the clasp.
Thank you. The hardware there, as it were. So that's one colourway, but we've also got the exclusive aubergine as well, haven't we?
Yeah, and I'll make that at the 11 o'clock show so that people can see how that's made up.
Oh, I love this information. It's fantastic. It's so good to have you with us, Anna. So 2 choices there in terms of your colourways. Oh, lost me D-ring down there. I'll find it in a minute. £34.99, 539127. Right, I'm just carry on scooting down because I know Anna's got lots of lovely demonstrations. Now, we've got an exclusive here with our 5-inch charm squares as well, haven't we? We've got our beautiful cool blue. So if I'm just going to gently, because I don't want to destroy this, I mean, they just work in perfect harmony. And again, this is our Tana lawn, so it's that really fine, beautiful material that allows you to see that exquisite detail. I mean, it's like a stunning oil painting, isn't it? The detail is phenomenal, and the pop of the colour is so rich. That's a bargain. How many of these are we getting? 20?
Is that the 5-inch? 20?
Yes, so the 5-inch squares. 20.
Yeah, and I always think Liberty do blue so well. We've made a few quilts in Liberty blues, and they look stunning.
I bet they're mouth-wateringly beautiful. And this one, now tell me about this one, Anna.
So that's a 25-inch charm pack made using our exclusive fabrics that I was just talking to you about. So apart from the plains, all of those are exclusive to Alice Caroline. So apart from with us and here this morning, you won't be able to get that anywhere else. And I love these 5-inch charms. They're so versatile. You can use them to make cards. You know, cut out hearts to make cards. You can applique them onto cushions. You can cut out letters and put them on a kid's T-shirt. You can do so many different things with them. And the versatility is second to none, really.
These are just divine. My word, please don't miss out on these because they are even more beautiful, no offence to Christopher, than they appear on camera, because I'm looking at them here in the flesh. They are amazing. What a steal. Grab 2. $14.99, 684 953. Now, again, we've got some beautiful sweaters. Now, these are 2.5 inch.
And you get 36 in the pack.
36 in each of these. So we've got 4 different colourways. And again, we've got our exclusive.
Yes.
Yep. At the end there.
And I've just made a cushion to show you. The whole cushion front there you can make out of a charm pack, a 2.5 inch 36 charm pack.
Wow. Which colourway have you chosen there? That's the
exclusive.
That's the exclusive. Look, I'm recognising Betsy and the butterflies now.
Yay.
I'm honing in on that. You'll have to teach me all the other fabrics now. So this is, we were measuring, weren't we, when we were off air. This is 12 inch with a 10 inch cushion pad inside. So if that gives you some idea. So you said 36 2.5 inch squares,
yes.
Anna.
Yeah.
So what's the dreams of the coast? I mean, again, this is the Tana lawn, isn't it?
It's all Tana lawn.
Oh my
God!
I mean, look at that. I mean, I'm only picking 1 out of 36. I can't possibly go through them all. But that is the quality, and they sew beautifully, don't they? You said, Anna?
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they although they are quite fine, they do sew really nicely.
I'm just going to make squeaks and noises. I'm sorry. It's just utterly. It's
Imagine what we're like in the studio with 700 fabrics. It's a bit of a.
You're like a kid in a candy store.
We are like a kid in a candy
just
store.
surrounded by gorgeousness, and you're in the Cotswolds anyway. It's not like you're slumming it, is it?
We're not slumming it. No.
Oh my word. Gorgeousness and surrounded by gorgeousness. I want to work with Anna. No, I love being here. Then we've got our beautiful delicate pinks, because see, I get to experience it vicariously through you, don't I? Second hand here on Hochanda. I get to see it all. I'm spotting Betsy. I'm zoning in straight away. These are so beautiful, aren't they? There's pretty, pretty pinks. So that's our second colourway. Our third colourway is our beautiful rainbow. That is a rainbow. Do you have a favourite, Anna? I know that's an awful thing to say. It's like saying, have you got a favourite child?
Do you know what? I always have a new favourite. I think the exclusives are my new favourite because they're quite new.
Yeah.
So they're new to Alice Caroline, and I don't think anyone's going to get tired for quite a long time of the. I always think they're a little bit French in the colours. The rainbow's really bright and vibrant, and if you love vibrant colours, then go for the rainbow. But the exclusives are really uber cool. I think they're so delicate and fine, and I think they're sort of slightly muted colours, but they just blend so beautifully together.
There's a softness there, isn't there, to that sort of aubergine kind of colour. Oh my word, they're just. See, the trouble is, which one do you... you're going to have them all, because I couldn't possibly decide. £9.99 for those 2.5-inch square charms there. 220212, and at one pack will make that lovely 12-inch cushion there. Then you need your backing then, and obviously your wadding. Right, okay, we've got... Now, these were all new. These were all new there, as I've explained, but you might not have seen this, though, our makeup and our coin purse. Tell me about these ones, Anna.
So these are a great little project for starting out with sewing, because you get enough fabric and you get your zips and your lining to make 2 purses. You get the little coin purse, which you're holding now, and then you get the makeup purse, which is slightly bigger. I use that purse actually for cable ties and for my English paper piecing, which we're going to go on to talk about. So that one's a perfect size for sort of holding cables in your handbag, or makeup in your handbag, or whatever you need to keep separate from all the other rubbish that is in my handbag.
I love the idea of the cable, because in our house there's always someone steals your charger, so you kind of have to
charger wars. There's going on in my household too.
Yeah, I didn't take it. Yeah, right. I've actually taken to painting my name on it in nail varnish, because I just like. Do you know what I mean? That's what I've come to.
Sanders, in big letters
big
on
F.
ours. Yeah.
I was in leave alone. And then we've got the beautiful, that pretty pink as well.
I love these two. So that's called Thorpe Hill. It's like a mini version of a really old, famous Liberty fabric called Thorpe. And it's really cute, isn't it? It's, it's really delicate, and that's a really great example of showcasing how much detail you can get into a small space.
Absolutely breathtaking, and it's great with the kits that we can actually make 2 of,
and it's actually if you're scared of zips,
which
some people can be really scared of zips,
it's
a great starter, and it's actually really super easy.
Yes. £15.99. Sorry, it was the zip phobia. 339179. But I'm getting over it, folks. I'm getting over it. I'm on my sewing journey.
We'll cure you of your zip phobia.
She will. I know. Ali Stitchy Fingers was trying to as well, bless her. Right, that's an ongoing project. Now, I've seen this. This is as cute as absolutely beautiful. Now, you can actually make, and you do get the patterns for both, the actual cat or the mouse bag in the Liberty Quilting cotton. We've got 2 colourways. We've got Mamie, and we've got Arlie. Now, this one is Arlie Gardens in my display.
Yep.
Hooray, I got it right. And this one we're showing you is our Putty Cat. Yeah, so what changes is obviously the little features on the face and the ears. And, you can choose 2 different colourways in your fabric. So that's our Arlie. And you have also got the option in the Mamie. Like the musical. Beautiful. So this is the Mamie fabric there, is it?
Yes.
Yeah. And that's got that lovely sort of soft blue there colour. Gorgeous for the handle. So what are we getting in this kit then, Anna, very briefly?
So you get all your quilting cotton to make the front and the back of the bag. You get your webbing for the handles.
Yeah.
You get all of your little black patches for the
features.
Eyes and the nose, and you get your lining. Yeah. You get everything that you need for that kit.
And if I just show everybody the back, you can see how, and you've got both patterns there to adapt to either mouse or cat.
You have. Yeah, and you can reuse it. So there's you could make a cat and then buy yourself some more fabric and make a mouse. With a little sort of drawstring. It's got a great pocket inside it, that
has
bag
it?
as well.
Forgive me, I haven't shown the pocket.
So,
let's have a look.
And it's
a lovely display.
You're all tangled on the display, aren't you?
Oh, let's have a look. I'll just take that with me. Where's the pocket? Is it on the...
It'll be on the back side of the bag, I should imagine.
There we go.
It's been a long time since I made that.
Well, that hasn't got this pocket on the back, did you say?
No, inside. Inside.
Inside. You did just say that to me. I'm making a meal of this now. What am I doing?
If you pull it sideways.
Like this?
Yeah. There you
It
go.
was really simple, Fiona. I made a right meal of that, Anna, honestly.
I didn't want people to think that it was a really difficult bag to open.
Oh, I know.
But
and
it's very
not.
secure if anybody else is
Well,
trying to open it.
there is that, but that's so clever. Can you see the way that's been threaded through? Anyway, I was all to show you a beautiful pocket. So you've got the little pockets there on the inside there, and that's been actually made into 2 little pockets there as well.
Yeah, one for your little notepad and one for
Yeah.
your little purse that's got all your cables in.
Exactly. With your initials on, and then just a drawstring bag. There we go. It's really quite simple, folks. I was just making an absolute hames of it. Right, okay, we're going to come to Anna now. Let's have a look at that beautiful complete quilt kit. 40% of everybody's thinking, I've got to get this quilt in my life, and quite rightly so. Don't miss out. 40% has already gone. Remember, you're getting all 9 blocks and the finishing kit, and you're saving yourself £27, and we can split that into 3 flexi-buy payments as well. So a great project to get your teeth into as we approach the autumn month. And could there be anything more beautiful in your house? Quite frankly, no. So yeah, please don't miss out. But we've got the next last 3 blocks on the show today as well. Okay, Anna, take it away.
Right, so I thought I'd show you a bit of English paper piecing, just because the large part of this quilt is English paper pieced. So you get your, as we talked about earlier, so you get your pre-cut papers within your kit. I'm going to make the diamond, the little star that's in the finishing kit.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
So what I thought I'd show you is I've got all 4 fabrics here, and I thought I'd show you the fact that you can cut them all at the same time. So I've layered them up quite carefully so that they all are in line. I've got my rotary cutter. Scissors would be fine too. So I've literally just put my ruler down there. I'm cutting at a 1/4 inch seam around. So the reason you need to do this is because you need to wrap the fabric around the paper. So just quickly cut this. I'll just show 2, and you get the general idea. And then what we need to do is we need to cut the tips off, and it makes it nice and easy for piecing.
So who got you into your sewing then, Anna? Who
My
got you on that
parents,
journey?
actually.
Oh, fabulous.
Yeah, so my dad sort of used to make lots of curtains, and I did AS level textiles, and so I did all that at school, and then probably quite a few years off because university and all of those sorts of things that get you distracted, you know, being in my 20s, partying, things that we're not allowed to do at the moment.
I know, it's tragic for them, isn't it?
Yeah, and then I came back to it really as a sort of a 30-year-old, and then at Alice Caroline there's been no going back really.
Fantastic.
So you can see that we've cut around this at a 1/4 inch seam. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go on the reverse side, put our paper on, and then we're going to, I'm using a glue pen, sorry, show that in. So this is a sew line glue pen, which I'm sure Hochanda will have lots of, and we're going to glue the paper in a sort of, I go in a sort of a clockwise direction, but you can go whichever way you choose. You can also thread base this. Lots of people like to thread base.
Yes, I've seen that as well.
It's the traditional way of doing it.
Right.
And lots of people prefer to thread base just because it gives a slightly different finish. But gluing is very quick, very easy. You get little refills for your glue pen, so you don't have to buy more than 1 pen. I'm just going to show you 2, and then I'll show you the process of sewing 2 together.
Lovely. And this is an old form of you know, paper piecing, isn't it? It's been around a long time.
It's been around since the 1700s, and I love some of the stories around English paper piecing because paper was really valuable at that time.
Right.
And it was only very wealthy people who could actually make quilts and English paper pieced things. So actually what people did was they saved papers, like you find old love letters in quilts and really lovely things like that.
I've seen people cut up old envelopes and stuff. I suppose, you know, things became more available, but...
Well, you'll be delighted to know you don't need to cut up old envelopes for this project. That's my worst nightmare. I think my first English paper piece quilt, I did.
Did you?
I did cut out all the shapes.
The
I don't think you could get pre-cut shapes then.
No, I dare say nobody thought about it or thought, here's a good idea, save people time. You're doing these kits, you're doing each of these blocks, so...
So thread, I'm just using actually this thread here, which is an Aurifil thread. You can use any sort of good quality thread, a Gutermann's fine. This is 100% cotton, which is quite a nice feel. This is an off, it's a very light lilac, but you can use an off cream or a grey or something that's sort of a neutral colour. And so I'm putting the two pieces right sides together, and then we're just going to sew. Now, I was just telling Fee that you actually do at least 10 stitches per inch.
Wow.
But some people do 25.
I mean, the 25 just blew me away. I mean, I was, good grief.
And you try and sew just the fabric. Don't worry if you catch the paper, because it's quite difficult not to catch the paper. One tip to do that is to not to wrap your fabric around the paper too tightly.
Oh, so there's a little bit of give there.
Yes.
Yeah. Because then you can use your shapes again, obviously.
Well, you can use your shapes again anyway, and you'll see I catch the paper quite regularly. So it's nothing to worry about, and they do pull out. Lots of people ask, actually, with English paper piecing, what do we do with the papers at the end? How do you wash the quilt with the papers in it? But you do take the papers out. You take the papers out. But they didn't used to, back in the sort of 1700s, they used to leave them in there as an extra layer of warmth.
Oh, wow. And hence finding things like love letters and that. I never knew that. That's amazing.
Yeah, so I guess they probably never washed them either.
No. Well, they were a bit stinkier in them days, weren't they?
Well, we're very clean at the moment, aren't we, with our hand
Oh,
washing?
cracky, yes. Got to be, haven't we?
So I would just show this bit, because otherwise you don't want to see me hand sewing all morning. And you can get knots every now and again, which generally just pull out. You can put a thread conditioner into your onto your thread to stop it from tangling, if you so wish. So there you can see that's just two pieces sewn together, and you would just carry on going around until you finished your star.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say diamond, because that's the shape of the. And so you can see it's really easy and actually very quick to get it together. It's really transportable. You can take it out and about with you, and
parts of the project work on.
Yes. So that's the sort of process of English paper piecing. So each block, let me show you a finished block. So this is the caple block. So it's exactly the same process as to what I've just made. So you would make the centre star, and then I would add these bits onto the outside, and then the triangles, and then the diamonds and the hexagons around the outside. So I think that block probably took me about 3 hours to make.
Gosh, wow, you're whizzy.
Well, I've done quite a lot of it, but even if you're a beginner, it's actually, lots of people get quite scared. But it's actually really, it's a very easy technique. You just need to make sure that you match your papers up, you know, quite well before you start sewing.
It's enjoying the process, isn't it? You know, it's not always arriving, is it? It's a journey there, so we're not in any great rush or hurry to...
Oh, I've just finished an English paper piece quilt, and I feel a bit bereft.
Oh, so you've lost a friend, kind of. I mean,
I need to start another one, basically.
Yeah, it's like when you finish a book, isn't it?
When you finish a really good book, it's really quite sad. You're like, oh, how am I going to find a book that's good as good as that? So that's the English paper piece process. Now with this quilt, it's then appliqued onto
the loddon.
Onto the loddon.
Yeah.
Let me just show you. So the back of this. So I've taken the papers out, because once you've sewn around all sides of the paper, you can take the paper out. As you can see, I haven't taken these out yet because I haven't pressed it.
Right.
Now, you don't need to use starch, but it does give a nice crisp finish, and it makes the edges a lot easier. So at this point, what I would do is I'd spray it. Am I out of shot here, or am I okay?
We can see you there. We can see you spraying. And
okay, so I'm just spraying a bit of starch onto my block.
These top tips are good. Good, Anna, yeah.
And then I'm going to press that. And I always say press it with an inch of its life.
Now this is the Capel block, and this is block number 9. We've got all the new blocks on the show today for 7, 8 and 9. This is the one Anna's talking about right now. So we started in July with Anna and this lovely quilt, and then August. So these are the last 3. Plus we've got the finishing block to do the stars that Anna just mentioned, the joins, and of course your edging of your quilt there as well on the show today. But you can get the complete quilt as well. Start from scratch and have a £27 saving. 60% of the complete, because everybody's thinking, I want to get my teeth into this. I don't blame you. 60%'s already gone. 236857. It really is quite beautiful. And you mentioned that all the snowflakes, they're different patterns, aren't they?
They are different patterns, so each block is different, and I think that's one of the nice things about it.
The beauty,
is that,
yeah.
you know, the shapes are simple. They're all hexagons, diamonds or triangles, so the shapes are fairly simple, all straight edges, obviously, but the way that they're made up makes each block different. Yeah, which is lovely. So you can see at this stage we can then take out the papers.
Okay.
And if it's glue-based, you literally just need to ease them out. If you thread-basted, you'll have to take all your stitches out.
Yeah.
And then imagine I've done all of that. I'd then go back and press it again.
Now, Anna's with us again at 11 o'clock. Obviously, we're going to try and concentrate on as many of the new projects as possible. But if you've got any questions for Anna, please let us know on the Facebook page or email us into studio@hochanda.com, and Anna will be able to answer them in the next hour at 11 o'clock. Now is the time to ask, especially if it's specifically with the quilt, which I know we're concentrating on today, but we have got those beautiful, exclusive new fabrics as well on the show and the projects.
Yes, I love questions, actually. Because sometimes you forget to sort of say the simplest of things.
Absolutely. Well, if anything occurs to you, you know, the kind of things that you get asked, feel free to share, because I try
get
to
ask for top tips. Well, okay, so let's go through some top tips. So I've used a needle which is a number 9. It's gold tipped. I find that those go through the fabric really nice and easily. They're very thin and they're quite difficult to thread. So a needle threader is quite a good idea if your
good to know
eyesight's failing, like mine is in my 40s.
Get more long-sighted as I get older.
Yes, and the other thing that I did, I don't think I explained it, was that I tied a knot in the end at the right at the top here.
Oh.
Because it anchors the thread.
Oh, I didn't know that. And that'll still go through the material fine.
It's very fine thread, so it will still go through. Just one tiny little knot, and it stops it from pulling out.
Yes.
So it's really annoying when you're in the mode and then it pulls out, the thread pulls out, and then you have to rethread it again and find your rethread.
Yes, and then I'm looking for my glasses because I'm long-sighted. You know,
I try never to thread a needle on TV because it's just
it's not going to happen, is it? Not live TV, Anna.
Always come prepared with my needles. So that's, you can see there that I've pressed that again, and it's given some nice edges. I pressed it on the back, and then we can press it on the front again. So that, when you've done that and you've starched it, it's ready to applique onto your backing fabric. So I'll show you that bit now. I'm going to do it with a different block because
that's okay.
I'll explain
that's fine. We're about halfway through, just so that you know, Anna.
Great. So this one is the Mitzi block, I think.
Yeah.
The Mitzi block. And I demoed a bit of this last time, so I thought I'd just carry on really so that you could see where we're going with it. So what we've done is we have pressed it, we've made our quilt sandwich. So we've got our backing fabric, whatever you choose. I've picked out some Mitzi to go with the front. And then we have used this glue here. It's called Cocoinia. It's a solvent-free glue stick. And all you do with this is you dab it.
Oh, okay, to attach it to our wadding.
Just literally
beautiful
dabs.
with your Morris designed log, and it's stunning, isn't it?
I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it? And it's so
itself.
delicate. You almost...
So beautiful.
Yeah, and it's called a white on white, and it's it just brings out the pattern so beautifully. So what I've done with this is I found the centre of the block by folding it in half and half again.
Okay. Oh, nice and simple, yeah.
I mean, you could measure it and do it that way, but this way is nice and easy. And then it's got a pin in the middle, but what you would do is you'd stick a pin in and then find your centre of your block.
Oh, that's a great tip, yeah.
And then put the centre of the block through. Now that's really easy with one that's got a star in the middle because
you've got your
the centre is that point there.
Lovely.
You have to do a bit of measuring with your hexagon. So we would take the papers out after we've pressed. and then we've basted it to the fabric.
Yeah.
Now that is either pinning, or if you prefer to stitch it in place, you can do that. Just going to take out a few of these so that we can sew around the outside and show how it's appliqued on. You can see from this that I have caught. Can you see that?
Yes, yeah.
So you can see
Occasionally it happens, yeah.
on a close-up
Yeah,
that there's a
just-
slightly, you know, I have definitely caught, and I've done a lot of English paper piecing, so
Yeah.
it's definitely caught. You can still reuse the papers
Yeah.
a few times, and it doesn't matter if you do that. So just taking these out, and then I'll give it a quick press to get my nice edges.
Gorgeous. So we have the complete quilt on the show today, but we also have the last 3 blocks, plus someone mentioned the finishing kit, which allows you to do the stars, obviously the joins and the edging of the quilt as well. Do you call it the edging? What do you call it? What's the official
Binding.
word? The binding.
It's
Yes,
the
that's the word I'm
binding.
looking for. The binding. And then it's up to you just to provide your wadding and your backing. But of course we do have a lot of lovely quilting fabrics there from our beautiful, and Tana lawn fabrics there. Would you use quilting or Tana lawn on the back?
You can
What
use
do you-
either. Lots of
Yeah.
people ask that question.
Yeah.
If it was me, I'd use Tana just
because it
I
ties
like,
in with
yes.
yeah.
If you
so-
use quilting cotton, you'll need to pre-wash the cotton. So Tana lawn, you don't need to pre-wash Tana lawn,
Right.
because it doesn't shrink. But with some quilting cottons, you get a shrinkage. So
That's
if
a
that
good
was
tip.
me, I would pre-wash it,
And then
so that you don't want it
measure
to
it.
shrink at different rates when you wash
Good
the
tip,
quilt.
top tip there, top tip.
So I'm just going to pin this here, and then we're going to sew around the outside of the quilt.
Gorgeous. Now, a lot of people are going for the full quilt collection. Where are we at with that?
But it's
'Cause,
quite easy to buy it all in one
yes.
go, isn't it?
Well, yes, and then you can take your time and enjoy. You haven't got to be doing the snowflakes in any order. You can start with, whichever one you want,
Exactly.
really.
And you can see here that we're just going to tuck our edges under so that they're enclosed underneath, and you might need to do a bit more tucking as you come to sew.
Right.
So at this point I would sew with the needle down on my sewing machine. If you don't have a sewing machine, it can all be hand sewn
sewn?
on. Yeah. If you use the needle down position, when you get to go to a turning point,
Oh,
It's
yes,
nice and
that makes it
easy.
easier, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
so I'm just going to sew about 2 millimetres in from the edge.
And thread-wise, colour-wise, are you going with the sort of white, or are you choosing a pale grey, or what
I've
did you-
got a slightly off white.
Yeah,
it's
off-white,
a
yeah.
Gutermann 1094. So it's white, but you could use a cream.
Just thinking what probably ties in best with those beautiful, beautiful Tana lawn fabrics. We've got the full quilt on the show now there, £279.90, £27 saving. Got on 3 Flexify payments there as well. 236857. You do get the complete collection there. The first payment, all 9 blocks and your finishing kit there for £93.30. So that will arrive with the first payment, and then that splits the cost there over October and November. But you get the joy of getting stuck in straight away. Where,
That would be to arrive.
sorry, say that again, Anna.
What an exciting parcel that would be to have at your door.
Oh my word! Again,
That's a good post day, isn't it?
Oh my! That's definitely a kid in the candy store day. Yes. I'd just be lovingly pouring all the fabrics and just looking at how gorgeous they are to start with.
It's I know, it's a bit of a thing working at Alice Caroline, it has to be said. Right, so I'm not going to go all the way around the outside just because I want to show you then what we do. So you can see I've sewn around there. We've just
Yeah.
got a couple of threads that we might just want to pull out or nick off, and then we're going to sew at a quarter. Ignore that because I haven't sewn that bit on. We're going to sew at a 1/4 inch seam around the outside to really
okay.
showcase the pattern, the snowflake.
Yes, it does, doesn't it? It reinforces the original pattern of that snowflake, which is beautiful. I don't know if you can see this at home. This is what Anna's just shown us now. So just a 1/4 inch all the way around.
And you can use the guide on your sewing machine. Or guess.
Yeah, we can see
As
that
long as you
there.
use the same point on your sewing machine,
Yeah.
then it will. And it's a bit of practice to stop at the right point. You might have to stop and you know, sew a couple more stitches.
Now don't forget, we've got some beautiful 2.5 inch quarter squares, one in a brand new exclusive colourway there. Alice Caroline, is that how we describe it, the new colourway? It's the
exclusives?
Yes, the exclusives, yeah.
Yeah, they're fairly new. They're only about a few weeks old.
Gosh.
Yeah, and so super excited to be showcasing those here.
Yeah, so shop ahead on the web. We've got those in the beautiful 2.25 inch and the 5 inch squares there, the fat quarters. Is it the fat quarters? Is that what we say, the fat quarters?
No, fat quarters are different size.
It's charms. That's the way to, fat quarters are much bigger.
They are.
Yeah, the charm size there. So I just wanted to highlight that. We've got those on the website there as well, 684953. And if you've got any questions for Anna, please let us know on the Facebook page or email it in.
Okay, so I've just sewn a bit of that on, and you can see I'm not a very tidy sewer. I'm really sorry. I do try to be tidy, and it just seems to go out of control. So you can see here, I've done this section. Just tidy that up. And so you can see that the sewing at the 1/4 inch seam really makes it pop.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's essentially how you make your block. So it's really quite a simple. We've put it at a 2, I think, at difficulty level. So it's great for